So we're going to work with really a more sketchy kind of approach. And this is a great thing if you're just exploring ideas. So there's lots of different ways of concept sketching. What I want to look at today is how to use charcoal in a very expressive and kind of explorational way. And one of the things I like about this kind of method is it enables us to kind of search and find and explore, create a very compelling image. So we're looking at things like this. So we're exploring architecture, because that's part of what this course is about. And really a different approach. It's more about volume and light and shade. Yeah.
It's really simple.
Or even that.
Just a white light.
So I'm working with contrast. And what I love about this kind of method, it really helps us to just try different things. And it's so scribbly that it helps you to be able to just not really know exactly what it's going to be. And then, so you can just keep trying and letting it morph into something, and you start to find your ideas. It's almost like going into the primordial darkness, right? Like, have you ever drawn on black paper with white?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Yeah, or colored in the paper with graphite or charcoal, and then erased out the image. It kind of helps you pull something out of the unknown. So that even as a design method, it can be useful for people that are more intuitive in their process. So that when your mom studied with me, that was one of the methods we used black paper. So that, because we were meditating first and we're letting something come from within out onto the page, so that that blackness of the unknown, and then bringing our ideas into it in more of an experiential way, it's surprising what can surface out of that. That now a lot of designers are more pragmatic and exact, but I think it's a wonderful approach. And you're very creative too, that you might enjoy this.
Yeah,
and
I like the more intuitive approach as opposed to the measured.
I've noticed that about you. So yeah, so that this kind of thing, you might really like it, and it might help you just be open to exploring ideas because they just come to you, right? And so this might be a way for you to just have stuff come out that's in you.
The first thing I do so I don't lose it is write it down.
Good.
So then after I write it down, I can look at it, and I'm like, and it kind of gets me back into the mindset. I can look at that little drawing there.
So, and look at how wonderful and rich, and they're such compelling images.
It's almost sinister.
Yeah, that one is a bit.
Abandoned parking garage.
It's a bit moody of an approach to these kinds of images, right? But they do lend themselves to exploring, right? So this is what we're going to explore with architectural type images. And we're going to be using a couple of different methods to create the image, okay? So I'll show you some different ways of working with charcoal, where we can, and you may find that you respond well to it because you do, like you said, you like being more intuitive in the way you draw. Love this image.
Yeah, that's really neat. It just looks like glass.
So we're going to get messy and a lot more sketchy, where before we were being very measured and exact. This is sort of the antithesis of that. So let's explore that and see how it goes for you.
Okay.